Hi there again everyone, this is again Alan and welcome back to my channel. Last week we reviewed Van Gogh Watercolors from Royal Talens in Netherlands, and today we are gonna review its sister, the professional grade Rembrandt Watercolors. And this set that I have with me now is the luxury pocket box set that has 12 half pans of watercolors. I bought this set last year, 2018, in Yovir for 2,937 Philippine pesos or roughly 58 US dollars. The price of the Rembrandt set is twice more expensive as compared to the Van Gogh 12 plus 3 half pan set, the student grade counterpart of the Rembrandt watercolor set from Royal Talens. So that makes each half pan costs around 5 US dollars, and I think that's a little expensive for a half pan, don't you think? So looking at the box, it looks and actually feels very sturdy and premium, and in the cover it says luxury pocket box, artist's quality, 12 pans and sable brush, Royal Talens. So this comes with a free sable brush, and on this side it provides the color codes that can be decoded in their website. I'll be providing the link to their color chart so that you can decode the colors. And behind are also some description in different languages. So let's read the English description. Rembrandt watercolor, highest degree of light fastness, very pure and intense colors, perfectly thinnable with water, maximum degree of transparency, finest pigments in a pure quality of gum arabic. The complete range consists of 80 colors. I believe this is not updated. I think it's around 120 now. That includes the interference and dusk colors. So let's double check later. So on this side, the brand name and the address, I think, the website, and it says here made in Netherlands. So now let's see what's inside the box. And it's empty because I kept my set in the freezer because the pans are still wrapped in paper. So that's a trick. If you don't want the paper or the wrapper to stick to the colors, to the watercolors, you better keep it in the freezer for at least 10 minutes. 10 minutes to 1 hour is okay. And after that, you won't have problem removing the wrappers in your watercolor paints. So here now is our Rembrandt palette. And it looks actually unique because I have not seen any brand with this container before. So inside it comes with these 5 compartments for color mixing and the pans, of course, and it also comes with these Rembrandt pure red sable Royal Talens. So this is number 4. It's pure red sable brush. So this is how it looks, and if you compare it to the Van Gogh brush that is also given as a freebie in the Van Gogh pocket box, the Van Gogh brush is a little bit bigger, but I believe this is synthetic. But you can see the style is almost the same, and later on we'll be using this in our landscape painting. So here is our palette, and let's take a quick comparison with the Van Gogh set. So the Van Gogh set, which has 15 colors, feels a little more conventional because of its shape, but it has more mixing areas as compared to the Royal Talens Rembrandt. And by size, I think they're almost the same, just different in shape. And if we compare the Rembrandt set, also the palette, to a typical metal set or metal palette that can contain 12 half pans, this is how it looks like. So of course this is more portable, but if you do not like metals, this is an alternative palette. So now let's take a look at each half pan. So the half pan contains the number code of the color and the light fastness through the plus sign here, and of course the Rembrandt brand name, and it also gives here the color name in different languages, and the series, the transparency is also here, except for the pigment code. So now let's unwrap our colors. And if you want to keep the wrappers, you can do so. You know what, I really find this, satisfying. This is so therapeutic, I can do this all day. So here now is our half pans of Rembrandt watercolors. They are very much filled up to the brim, and some colors are actually overflowing, especially this ultramarine deep. Let's compare the half pan of the Rembrandt with the half pan of Van Gogh. So it's actually very much the same, and even the logo. So now let's do our swatches and sample painting, and for this, as always, I'm gonna be using Arches 185 cotton paper. So let's start. So the first color is cadmium yellow, and this is very vibrant, and initially it appears to be opaque. Let's see later as it dries if it remains opaque. Next color is cadmium yellow deep, and by the way, I'm not re-wetting the half pans prior to swatching, but so far they're very easy to re-wet, just like Van Gogh. Next is another cadmium color. This is cadmium red medium. So this is also opaque because it's cadmium. Next is permanent madder lake. So now this is transparent. Next is ultramarine deep. Next is another favorite color of mine, cerulean blue, and I'm happy that they included a real cerulean blue here, not a hue, because they used PB35. Next is permanent green, but I put the permanent green here, so let's. Permanent green is a mixture of PG7 or phthalo green and PY154. So this is a very bright green. So next we have Viridian. So again, this is a real Viridian pigment because it uses PG18 and not PG7. So this is not a hue. And I'm also surprised that the Viridian in this half pan is easy to re-wet. Next we have yellow ochre. And of course, this is expected to be opaque. Next we have burnt sienna. Next is sepia, which is a mixture of PR101 and PBK7. And lastly, we have Payne's Gray. So here's a close-up look of our swatch sheet, and I'm happy with the color selection because they included a warm and a cool of each of the primary color. And I'm happy that they've included a real cerulean pigment instead of a hue, but I'm not sure if others would like a cerulean over a phthalo blue in a 12 color set. And for the yellows, I'm happy that they included cadmium because personally I love cadmium colors. Aside from these are more expensive, they are actually more reliable in terms of light fastness and saturation, so I love cadmium colors. And as you can see, as it went dry, the colors became less opaque. So as you can see, only the yellow ochre and the cadmium yellow remained opaque. And another surprising thing is also they included Viridian, the real Viridian pigment, which is the PG18. So now let's do our sample painting, and for our sample painting, let me use the free pure red sable brush that they provided. So I'll be speeding this up to at least 20 times, so if you have questions, just comment it down and I'll be answering you right away. So let's start. So now we are done with our sample painting. So let me just show it nearer so that you can see it clearly. And this is our swatches. Overall, I'm very much pleased and impressed with the Rembrandt Luxury Pocket Box Set. And let's start with the container. The container looks unique, and though it's not the most portable palette for a pocket box purpose, I am giving credits to its uniqueness and its luxurious feel and premium quality. And the brush is also okay considering it's red sable brush, but I would love it better if it is a bit bigger, maybe a size 5 or 6. But I'm okay with it because this is just a pocket box. And when it comes to the colors, obviously they are very vibrant. They are so easy to rewet, and that's what I like about the Royal Talens paints. Just like in Van Gogh, they're easy to rewet and they're very pigmented, as you can see. And also the colors initially were mostly opaque looking, but when they dried they turned mostly transparent, even the yellow ochre. But I believe the best feature of the Rembrandt Luxury Pocket Box Set is that they included cadmium colors and the real cerulean and viridian pigments. I don't bother using cadmium colors. I'm sure there are a lot of artists out there who would choose not to use cadmium, but for me, it's okay because for me they're strong, they're reliable, they're light fast. So I love cadmium colors personally. And what else? So I feel that the Rembrandt Luxury Pocket Box Set is a very good artist palette, especially if you are on the go. Let's try to compare the Rembrandt Luxury Pocket Box Set with the other professional grade paints that I have. So first, let's compare it with the Daniel Smith Ultimate Mixing Set, which has 15 colors. Next is the Winsor & Newton Professional. And of course, let's compare it to its sister, which is the Van Gogh Watercolors. So let's put it closer. So you can see the difference between the two ultramarine deeps. The ultramarine deep of the Rembrandt looks a little bit cooler and deeper. So here you can see the cerulean blue, the real cerulean blue versus the cerulean blue phthalo of Van Gogh, which is a hue. You can see that the real cerulean blue has granulation. Also the viridian, you can see the viridian of Van Gogh is a phthalo green, PG7, as compared to the viridian that is real, PG18. So there's granulation here. And let me just add, I just cleaned the palette and I'm surprised that the plastic palette didn't get any stains at all. So now if you're gonna ask me if I would recommend the Rembrandt Luxury Pocket Box Set, certainly yes. I am recommending any professional grade paints because of their reliability. But if you are on a tighter budget, I would suggest you to just get the Van Gogh 12 plus 3 half pan set, especially if you're just beginning in watercolors. But if you have a little bit more budget, you can get the Rembrandt Luxury Pocket Box Set or any of their other sets for a more reliable pigment selection. So if you have questions, if you have recommendations, suggestions, criticisms, anything, please just comment it down and I'll be responding as soon as I can. Again, thank you for watching and see you again next week.